all right.
R's. Yeah,
Gotcha.
we're all stuck with names from my little brother. Ridiculous.
Are we good?
We're
We're
good.
live?
We're live.
We're live.
It's gonna catch up, but we're live.
Yeah,
we are live.
we got a little pause, obviously. So this is how this whole thing works. Every now and then, Skype will give us a little glitch. They like to do that. They think it's fun. If it pauses at all while we're talking, we'll just keep rolling through it, and everything will come right back to life.
Deal.
All right.
I like coming back to life. It's
yeah.
just kind of like the show.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
Skype is The Walking Dead.
All right, people. Thank you for being here with us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
We are back. We took a week off. Sabrina, want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody. Where do I look? At you guys? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay?
you can look at us.
Look at us. That's fine.
Yeah, because
Hi,
they're
y'all.
seeing. I want to see if I can fix this glare real quick.
Yeah, we have a Mac that is over here in front of us, and that is recording what is behind us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. I researched for the moment as well, and
Awesome.
that was kind of cool. I like how you guys did that.
We have a very put together setup that we do.
Is that too dark? That might be better. Let's see how that translates onto the screen real quick, just so everybody can get a better facial on you. Just give us a sec. Just give us a second, guys. We're trying to mess with the lighting a little bit here, so you can see her better on the TV. As soon as this thing catches up over here, there's like a 10-second delay or so.
We have 14 people watching, so
Yeah,
I mean,
that's all right.
That's pretty cool.
All right, I'm just really pissed about that glare right now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's doing it. It doesn't normally do that.
Yeah, right.
Right screen.
See, this is why we asked you if you had enough time tonight.
Because as Lucy would say, technical difficulties.
Yeah, but we've never.
That's the Lucy. That's personally the Lucy.
We've never had a lighting issue before.
Well, you're welcome.
You're just glowing, just.
Everyone, please refer to Sabrina tonight as Breezy.
Yes.
Here we go.
It's her nickname.
From this point out, she will not be Sabrina.
She will now be Breezy. So
No, it's Wheezy.
yes, we got to do a couple of shout outs. We have to do a shout out for our boy Caleb out in Ohio, artist, new actor on the scene, all that stuff. We have to do a shout out for Oscar Rodriguez III.
Caleb and Oscar, hi guys.
So let me see.
Don't mind me. I'm just trying to lower the brightness a little bit.
And I'm gonna make sure that everyone can hear you. Should be good.
Let me know if it gets any better, Chris.
What if it's the sunlight on me? Actually, it's sun still.
It might. I mean, either
better?
way. There it is. Yeah, that's much better. Yep.
Okay.
Just a bright being.
Well, if you look up stuff on, when you look up anything on you online, your the main feature that's always thrown out there is your icy blue eyes. So that's definitely that's
much better.
Yeah, it's much better.
Whoa.
We can even see the brick in the background now.
Oh, yeah,
Why
yeah.
did we go back to that?
I don't know. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
It's all Ryan's fault. All right, so we're gonna kick this into high gear. I'm sorry, people. The glare will go away eventually. You are a native of New York.
Yes.
What?
You're yeah. What? Do you know where Poughkeepsie is?
I do know where Poughkeepsie is.
I'm sorry.
As a matter of fact, my husband lived in Poughkeepsie.
Your husband lived in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, the city.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
That's rough because we work in the city of Poughkeepsie, so we know what it's like. When was this?
He had a bit of a rough going there.
Yeah.
But, so I guess it would be mid-'80s.
Okay, yeah.
That he lived there.
Right.
I didn't get specifics, but I remember when I saw that, I was going to mention it to him. Like, oh my God, this guy's from Poughkeepsie. I don't think they're in the city.
Yeah, no.
But,
I'm close to the city. I'm about 5-10 minutes south of the city, in the town of Poughkeepsie. So.
Yeah.
Well, you guys aren't too far from Rochester, which is where I grew up.
That's about 5 hours up by Buffalo, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, we call it, Canada Light.
I mean, that's accurate.
That is pretty good. I spent a weekend up there early. Was it late? No, it was like late winter. I drove up there to Brockport University.
Mm-hmm.
My son went up there to go look at their Division III football program. And I told him, I go, listen, it's a great place, but you're going to be able to stay awake for that 5-hour ride home? Because there's literally nothing around here to look at.
It's country.
It's country.
It's bumpkin.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it is.
congratulations on surviving up there for as long as you did.
Thank you very much.
Now all the people that don't know about New York State are like, what?
Yeah. At what point?
It's nothing compared
Better,
to
right?
that.
Yeah, much better.
Don't let me forget. I have to fix the settings before.
Check.
Yep.
At what point did you decide to pack up and leave and be like, I need to get out of here and pursue acting, right?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. No, I left way early. I moved out at 16
Okay.
and hit New York to just kind of live and go to school there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're going to attend a university.
Yeah. I left to go do that. You know? And did that for quite a bit. I was pre-med and switched around then to nursing because I wanted to be a midwife. Then back to OB. No, I want to be a microbiologist. No, I want to be an astronaut. No, I'm going to be, So avoiding at all costs my desire for acting, which started at a very, very young age, according to my family. So then a friend told me, asked me to do a play. I was scared, but I did it, and that was it. Game over.
What kind of, what play was this? What type of play was this?
Like total community theater.
Oh, okay.
What was the first one? I think it was Baby, the musical Baby.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah, it was either that or Dracula, but I think it was Baby. And then we did Dracula.
Dracula would have been great, yeah.
Hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt. Oscar is really, blasting this. He wants to know, did you take a shower today?
I did, Oscar. I told you I would.
So,
Yeah.
Hold on. Is a shower something that usually doesn't happen on a daily basis?
Or does he normally take track of your showers?
Yeah, does he track how many times you shower?
Well, I've noticed a little camera hole, let's just say.
Oscar.
And I knew who it was.
Right.
So I left it.
All right. We're going to leave. That's definitely an inside joke between you two guys. We're going to let that kind of linger. Look, now I know pre-show we kind of just things got all discombobulated. Real quick, everybody, take a side note, and we asked Sabrina if this would be obviously okay, and she said absolutely.
And it's something that we kind of feel we have to touch upon.
Yeah.
I mean, if we don't, it's almost ignoring that it's not happening.
Right.
It's
It's happening, all right.
It's happening, and it's happening 2 times now. This storm that is hitting Texas right now. Let's just talk about Texas real quick. Give them some love. Give them some prayers. We were talking, and I was, honestly, if I could pack myself up and go down there and do anything I could, I would.
Absolutely.
My hand to God, I'd be gone right now. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to do that. I really wish I did, because I would. I even said that, I was joking around. I was like, I'll go start a GoFundMe and be like, hey, people, GoFundMe to go to Texas and help out, something like that. I have 2 children, so there's so many reasons why, not that I can't, but just are not permitting me to. But if I could, I swear if I could, I'd go save every dog I could find. I would literally put them on my backs and just walk them through the water. Yeah. You see there's a heartbreaking video out there. People have lost everything. And we have many of our fans who have family down there, who are from there. We have a family that's in Texas. Thankfully, they're not in any kind of danger last time we spoke. So, it's devastating. And anything that you can do, one thing I will preach, if you are going to donate, if you are going to take money and contribute it to somewhere, please verify who you're giving this money to. Do some research first. Unless it's a huge Red Cross or or something like that.
And it's sad that we have to say that, but
It
unfortunately
is.
there are people in this world that have hate in their hearts, and they're willing to use a tragedy like this to take advantage of people. And,
Yep.
You know, but just make sure you know who you're donating to. Do it to, like Chris said, Red Cross. Even situations like if you guys see blood drives popping up, donate, please, if you can, please, because after there's a tragedy like this, you're always going to need blood.
Yeah,
and I donate blood, and I can't stress that enough.
And Oscar, actually, I know Oscar's doing a campaign right now for the animals. He's selling shirts and stuff like that. He's on spring on spring tea. So just if you want to give, my main thing is, and you guys know that I have a law enforcement background. I work in law enforcement. You know how like every year you hear about the IRS scammers. There are people out there right now scamming for money on GoFundMes, and it's disgusting. So if you want to go and find a family to do a GoFund, please just try to do some kind of background check before you give one of these terrible people money that they don't deserve, have no meaning to have, or anything.
Even look at your local grocery stores.
Yeah.
I know a lot of places around us are getting canned goods, toilet paper, stuff like that you might not think is even a big deal.
Make a care package and send it. Yeah. Send it to, contact the local food pantry, contact the place that's in Texas. You can do it. Just do your homework. Contact the place down there where they're holding these people and send them a care package. Do something.
Diapers.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to...
Diapers are a big deal.
Yeah, diapers, formula. I mean, think about the children, the babies that don't have food. So that's my spiel. I just wanted to throw that out there. Let's just keep them in our thoughts and prayers. And if we're going to do something to help them, just please be smart about it. So everyone out there, I hope your families that you're in contact with, I hope no one's been seriously devastated by it. If they are, definitely in our hearts. So thank you for letting us do that on your time. I mean,
oh please,
you have some things actually. You are a part of something called the Gentle Barn.
It's it's an organization near and dear to me. That's who I support, I guess, through my charitable contributions.
Right. You want fill us in about this. Now, this is an animal rescue and a children's victim kind of rescue. Yeah.
So they really cover kind of all bases. They're a fantastic organization. They're in California. They're now, I think, in Kentucky, and I want to say Mississippi or Missouri, but I cannot for the life of me remember which one. Essentially what they do is they take in all animals from, chickens and dogs to emus and cows and pigs, and it's amazing. It's an amazing experience. And then what they do from there, they have a program that deals with specifically like inner city kids and abused children, where they get to come and literally meet these amazing animals and what they've overcome.
Right.
So the idea, you're petting a pig, and they, by the way, are Halloween. We're like, God, pigs are monstrous. I mean, these things are huge, right. And they're the sweetest things on the planet. The emus, and they're a fantastic organization. They help animals and children, and doesn't get much better than that.
That's awesome.
So support them.
Absolutely.
Because they work a lot with these kids.
And that is gentlebarn.org. They're also on Twitter and Instagram.
It might even be The Gentle Barn. Sorry, guys, but they're also on Twitter and Instagram. I think it's just Gentle Barn.
Okay.
It's saved in mine.
No, that's okay. Well, if, it takes a little work, they'll be able to find it. It can't be too many Gentle Barns out there, I'm thinking. That specialize in what they specialize in, so it should be a pretty easy find.
Sorry, the sun just seems to want to go away now. See me. Only glaring in my eyes.
No, we can definitely see you. Don't worry. Some things you have coming up, or actually some things you got going on. You have crap-free skincare.
Yeah.
So this is skincare that is completely crap-free. So you're a vegan, so you have a very healthy. Do you do raw? Are you like strictly vegan raw?
No.
No. Okay, because those I know some of them people.
Well, I'm sorry, I could if I wanted to, but that's not. No, that's not for me.
Yeah, you gotta have some cook stuff.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of your own preparation and all that stuff and everything?
Food wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I love to cook.
Yeah.
So, that works out really well.
Yeah.
Thank God. It's not so hard. I've been, almost 10 years a vegan now. And it just, awesome. I mean, pretty much the only thing we can't replicate is like a hunk of meat. Yeah. A big old prime rib.
Now is
filet mignon or something.
Is the husband on board with that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
10 years. And my daughter's raised a vegan since birth.
Good. That's awesome.
So,
when I first
super strong and crazy kid.
When I first met my significant other, she was a vegan.
Keyword was when they first met.
Tried to get me on that boat, and I did. I went on it for a while, and then my cravings all of a sudden just took over, and I got weak, and I started devouring anything I could get my hands on.
I was vegetarian for 2 years, and that was hard. So I can't even imagine being vegan. I give you a lot of credit.
Yeah.
It's not weak. It's a choice. I don't. People. It always comes up at fucking dinner. We're all eating. Everything's great. Everything's fine. We're either out or we're at a friend's house, and they know, so they made the salad or the pasta or whatever the fuck they're gonna make. And so tell me why. Tell me what's going on with that. I'm like, what? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you what we're eating, and you're eating that. It's not my preach.
Yeah, you want to hear about my tofu eggplant burger? Is that what you want?
No, please. The shit we eat, vegan doesn't mean healthy. That's number one.
Oh, and the desserts are amazing. Listen, desserts are amazing.
Yeah. Oh, well, the food is too. It actually is really, really good.
Right.
But I'm a cook, so I can't speak for people who can't boil water.
Right.
I can't help you.
Yeah.
But there's some amazing cookbooks and stuff like that out there. But, would I love the universe to be vegan? Of course. I also want to save my planet, and that's part of it.
Yeah.
I love, environmentalists that are meat eaters. That just always cracks me up. I'm sorry. I'm trying to have a sunblock thing here. That does crack me up a little bit. I find that really hypocritical.
I always said that if we could teach cows to stop farting, we could reduce our carbon footprint a lot.
Yeah, or shitting, or any farm animal.
Yeah, I mean, if we can...
you got pigs, you got chickens, you got cows. We have to get rid of all of that.
You know what? Add it to Kyoto Protocol. Let's go.
I wouldn't worry too much about a chicken passing some gas, but when a cow does it, obviously, and there's thousands and hundreds of millions of it, it's a big deal. That's a huge carbon footprint.
All of it. So, it's all part of it. Number one contributor, I think. Yeah. Even now, behind automobiles and...
It's the cows.
Farms.
Yeah. Those damn cows, they just ruin everything. Stop farting, cows. Hashtag stop farting. That'd be a great trend, wouldn't it? So you have upcoming a comedy film, right? Is your next project that you're working on? It's called Craftique?
Yes.
All right. So that's in the works right now?
It's in the works. Well, we were, in all honesty, but then Louisiana fucked with its tax credit, and everything went away for a long time. Okay. Which was really frustrating. Yeah. But now, as of, I guess, 7 weeks ago, I think, I'm trying to remember what date this is, Edward kind of has fixed everything, and so now we're back on the grind, so to speak, of getting that project back up and running.
Very nice. That'd be good. I would love to see you in a comedy. So that would be great.
Me too.
After watching which very, very powerful, very, very good film. What a twist at the end. Him and our jaws dropped. Our jaws dropped. We were just like, what?
You didn't know?
I kind of had a feeling about the mom the whole movie.
Yeah.
Not to spoil anything if anyone hasn't seen it, but something was definitely off. And I forgot. I looked up the actress's name.
Kathleen Quinlan.
She did a phenomenal job, and I'm like, to portray that.
For Apollo 13.
Yeah,
it seriously gave me goosebumps.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that very kudos, great job, and the fact that you wrote that. So, for those of you who don't know, the movie is based on your personal events that happened to you for 9/11. Right. You were impacted personally, and started a diary, right? And you were just decided to start going into the fact people were pushing you, hey, you should really, do this. You should really do this. And she went, she wrote this movie. She acted in this movie. You co-produced the movie with your husband, right?
Yes.
So,
and
he directed. Yeah. I mean, great job. The cast was great. Like we just said.
Let me just say right now that I loved seeing Diane in that movie because, like, growing up, I had a huge crush on her. When she played on Law and Order SVU, I really did.
He's a huge Law and Order. We're going there, we're watching a movie. He's like, I know this person. And
then Pablo. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? So I looked it up, and he actually played Lewis.
He's
on
porn
SVU.
Stash. And he was porn stash.
Yeah, he's porn stash and Orange is the New Black. But yes, he was the psycho.
Yeah, he was Mariska Hargitay's like personal like kryptonite in like multiple seasons. It was really cool.
Oscar, the movie's called After. Just After. That's it.
Yep.
It was put out in 2014. When you go to look it up, you're gonna have a bunch of other movies come up that have After in the title.
It's a picture of a bunch of people standing at like a funeral.
Yeah.
That's how I figured it out.
And obviously you'll see Sabrina's name in the credits as it. So it's just called After, and great movie. Check it out, people.
I rented it for $4 on Amazon.
Yeah,
Prime.
we watched it on Amazon Prime today. It was great.
Nice. Thanks, guys. That was a rough one to do.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Everything you could go wrong did.
Yeah.
So, while filming, and it's part of movie making.
Plus,
I learned a lot.
Plus, there was a personal impact on you that you had to deal with too.
There was a lot of tough things to do.
Right.
Yeah. In terms of some of the scenes and stuff, it was just like, whew. Yeah, very emotionally draining.
Well, I mean, you understand it. For the whole country, 9/11 was a serious event. But being from New York and New York State, it was such a surreal thing. I'm 25 right now. When it happened, I was 9.
Mm.
And I mean, even me being in 4th grade, I remember like all the teachers freaking out, and I remember my teacher coming in and like her closing all the windows and like telling us to stay away from the windows, and it was a surreal feeling.
Yeah.
And I point out somebody to me in New York State, lived in New York for most of their life, that was not affected by it, or even in this country.
Well, please, guys. I mean, Uptown could barely know what was going on.
Right.
I lived at Ground Zero,
right.
So I was 3 blocks. Yeah, and it happened literally in my backyard, and I was home for all of it, and blah blah. So, but to, even just go Midtown above 14th Street, it's like everybody's like, "What's going on?" And they're watching it on the news because you can't see, from where they would be. But really crazy, crazy times, crazy stuff.
Do you know what Indian Point is?
Sorry, what?
Do you know what Indian Point is?
Indian Point. It's in Buchanan. Indian Point?
No.
It's the big nuclear facility we
like
have.
Really close to the city. It's in Peekskill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right.
Yes.
Buchanan, Peekskill.
Yeah.
Well, my dad works there. My dad's worked there for close to 30 years, and that's like one of the weirdest things. Not like weird, but like one of the most surreal things that he's ever told me is him working and seeing the planes flying overhead and heading towards the city. And he was like, even everyone else was like, kind of like, well, that's really low, headed towards the city. And my dad didn't even know what happened until a while later, and he was told by a bunch of other guys, and my dad kind of was like, "You're making that up." And then my dad looked at the news on his phone and saw it, and he was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And that's back when when you had flip phones and you had to load the browser. It took 20 minutes to load.
Exactly. Yeah. I can recall that day like it was yesterday. So I'm sure. Yeah. It's not that it touched. My brother works in the city, so the day that it happened, we couldn't contact him for over 24 hours.
Yeah.
So that day was a scary day for me and my family. I remember exactly where I was. I remember everything minute by minute, and with September 11th coming up, it's nice to be able to talk about it, prior to the day, and it's just, like after I watched the movie, and saw, and then reading about how, this was a personal event to you, it was like, okay,
it's funny. I mean, critics hated it, but I didn't make it for critics because people loved it. But one of the things that just cracks me up, some of the critics, I remember, why didn't they just FaceTime?
Yeah. What?
Kind of not invented.
Yeah. And you like.
What?
Type in 2001 cell phones and see what pops up. Like,
I mean, it's just we're barely texting.
Yeah.
2001, 2002.
I mean, God, they used to be like what 25 cents a text message.
Yeah, and they used to charge for texting back then.
Yeah,
so.
like for every text message sent or received, it was like 20 cents or 15 cents or 25 cents, whatever it was.
Hysterical.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna get up to speed.
Yes.
We're gonna dive into some fan questions. They've been very patient and holding us. Yes, they've been very patient. All right, so Katie Lester.
Hi, Katie.
She
What's
says,
up, darling?
Ooh, I like the accent.
"Yeah, do that again."
What's up, darling?
There it
How are
is.
you?
See, now you need to do a movie where you're a Brit.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Well, I hang about them all the time, right?
What the hell does it say?
Hardest project as an actress.
Okay, so Katie wants to know hardest project as an actress. Go.
Yeah, every single one. No fucking joke, babe, is hard. Because each one has its own challenges. I think the hardest personally was obviously After, because it's something that I went through, and that's a part of like what happened. Physically, definitely the show called The Walking Dead. You might have heard of it.
Yeah.
No, what is that about? I don't know.
Yeah. Physically, that's been probably my most challenging because we're out there. I'm in 5 layers, I think, and it's 100 plus, and we're always running.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
My boots are 3 sizes too big on my left, 2 sizes plus on my right. So physically, that.
Right.
Yeah, I think emotionally, all of them though bring their own set of challenges. I mean, the one I just did, Claws, that my character was just introduced, but she's gross. The whole time I'm just like, oh my god, this is hysterical because that's the tone of the show, is funny.
Right.
But oh my god, what a piece of shit!
I think all the scavengers did an awesome job.
I would kill them.
Yeah.
So yeah, there. Long answer, but
No, that's okay. We don't mind. I got a question here now. It's a little premature, but we're gonna go with it. A few people have asked the same question. Jeannie, you asked it, and Jeannie and Nick asked it. Lucy's asked it. I think we were gonna ask it. So it's a pretty pertinent question. Let's go to season 7, episode 10. Yeah.
New best friends.
New best friends.
Yeah,
Rick and crew are on scene. You guys have captured Father Gabriel. So things kind of get what's the word I want to use here? Things kind of get riled up. They get trashy real quick. And this ends up happening. I'll show this to you.
Yes.
And then I'll show it to everybody over here. Where do I put it? There for Facebook Live.
Yep.
And up here for YouTube Live. If you can't see that, it's Seth with a knife to Sabrina's neck.
Seth Gilliam being
Father Gabriel.
You are creepy as shit. I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Everyone
wants to have input on that. Lucy wants to know, how did it feel being held at knife point by Gabriel/Seth? Oscar, I believe, wanted to know that too, right? Did I read that for Oscar? Not sure. And then we asked it too. We wanted to know. And Jeannie asked. Jeannie and Nick wanted to know. During that scene, was there any kind of like comedy through it? Like, was there any kind of like giggling, laughing going on? Like he's kind of thing.
Yeah.
And how?
There's, believe it or not, there's a bit of that on the show.
Right.
And I think a great leader of that is Andrew Lincoln. He is I can't even explain it. Like, there's just no explaining how much he elevates the universe, you know?
Right.
Just as a human being as well. You know what? Time out. Let me take down my son. Sorry, guys. Be right back.
Sabrina's calling a timeout, guys. It's an official beast mode first.
Timeout.
That's the first time we've had a guest call timeout.
We've had a guest call a timeout on us, and we're not in trouble. We're not in trouble either, so that's good.
Well, it was my son thing, and now the sun's kind of going away, so I can see you guys because I don't smoke in my house, and when I get chatty. Anyway, so believe it or not, there's actually quite a bit of levity because it's so heavy and it's such intense material, and everybody's so present and so in it, and so when you're present, it's just there.
Right.
But that, so kind and conscientious and sweet and just concerned. I mean, it couldn't be, sorry to ruin, to ruin it for you guys, but obviously it's not a sharp knife, and we went over it 100 times and all that stuff, but he was still so awesomely, kindly concerned. Mm-hmm. I joked with him, I'm like, all my training tells me I'm supposed to punch you in the balls and then, do that thing, but, someone's got a knife, whack him in the balls, take your, the heel of your foot and run it down their shin, mm-hmm. and all that kind of stuff. So not Tammy L's training, my own personal. We just laughed about that a little bit, but yeah, no, it was serious when it needed to be serious. And in between we lighten it, lighten it up a little bit. And so, yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
does that answer it?
I think so. I think you did a good job. Yeah.
What was it like? What was I thinking character-wise? Is that the...
you could if you wanted, personally, character-wise. I guess, I don't know, the emotion, when you look at that screenshot that I took, you're very...
serious. Just
very
stone-faced.
You're still, in control just by looking at your face. Even though this knife is to your neck, you're still I don't give a shit.
It doesn't faze you almost.
Yeah, unfazed.
No, and it didn't. That's the goal of them. And Jada said there's a moment that we shot, but it wasn't there where, I look at her like, you want me to take him out now?
Right, yeah.
And she's just like, nah. And I'm like, all right.
So, and you're a lieutenant, right? So, how did you, so let's backtrack.
Okay.
You get the casting for this, right? Through an agent was like, hey, go try this out kind of thing. Casting day, when you showed up, give us the insight to that. Bring us into that world.
In terms of the audition?
Yeah, how that went.
An exciting there, sorry.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, I live in New Orleans, so the show shoots in Georgia, and casting for the Southeast is out of Georgia.
Oh, okay.
So they allowed me to submit tape.
Oh, all right. And then, so you were that good, see that?
Oh, yeah, that must be what it was.
They were like, this chick's awesome, bring her in.
Yeah, well, I auditioned once before and I didn't get it and I was bummed. Mm. But so maybe from that, sometimes that happens, if they like your work and,
right.
You're lucky enough for that to happen for you, they'll call you back in for something else, knowing you probably are right for it already,
right.
If that makes sense.
Oh, so yeah, well, that must have happened then because you ended up landing, this role. You're a lieutenant with, what's his name? Oh my God. Breon, yeah. So, both of you two are basically the command of the scavengers / heapsters. What do you guys like to go by? What's the preferred?
Because we had so much fun. We reckon, ourselves to be sort of hipsters, Berliners.
Yeah.
We have derelict. But we like to, we're all in garbage.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of flowed for heapsters. And I like that too. I liked that, when we just sort of came up with that. And it might have been in also the script. I don't remember, but everybody's kind of a scavenger now.
Right.
So
yeah,
if you think about it,
it's true.
The whole universe is a bunch of scavengers.
Right.
We are the ultimate scavengers, obviously.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
To be called such is an honor. But yeah, we kind of like the heapsters. It's play on, we live in garbage, heaps of garbage, and we're hip and we're cool looking. And
Well,
all that.
it's better than the garbage pail, people or anything like that.
Garbage pail kids.
Yeah, trash kids, garbage kids, dump truck kids. I don't know, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
Hot messes.
hot messes. Yeah. Caleb wants to know how does it feel to be one of the most badass females on The Walking Dead now?
It doesn't suck.
Obviously.
It doesn't suck. No, I mean, look, it's fantastic. I love you guys for seeing that. We don't, by nature, the challenge with these characters is we don't say much.
Right.
By nature. So it's hard, believe it or not, to get across who you are and what you're about with 0 to 1 to 2 words, to express this whole experience of the Heapsters.
I mean, let's face it, in that scene where you guys are all together, I mean, you shove Rick, you like push him, so it's kind of like, whoa, who's this? Who is she putting hands on Rick like that? Like, what's going on right now? She's like, go, and just shoves him. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
You don't got to talk. You're doing it with all the body language.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
We had a really fun time doing that. All of us. That was a good time.
I feel like that's one of your guys' like signature. Like you guys say the bare minimum, and you let your body language, your facial expressions, kind of like lead everything. You know what I mean? Like that's just how you. That's like who you guys are. Rick loves his speeches.
Yeah.
Negan loves his speeches. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
and you got the scavengers who are just like.
Yeah, this guy Negan talks a bit.
Yeah, he's a talker, huh? Ugh.
He's amazing, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, the Heapsters' motto is we take, we don't bother.
Yeah.
So what really, I mean, we take, we don't bother, but if you're taking stuff, don't you bother?
No.
No?
No.
You kind of do it when no one's looking?
We're not home invasioning,
Right.
When no one's looking.
Yeah.
Exactly. We take it. We don't need to come after you or, that's what's so interesting, really, is how, Father Gabriel got there.
Right.
Because for the most part, yeah, that I think is the biggest, we might be dealing, having challenges with that.
Right.
In season 7, him wanting us to be involved. It's like,
yeah.
no, we just take shit, man. We don't go after you. We don't go after them. You don't come after us.
So, all right,
now
then
you're asking us to do that.
what about the double cross then on Rick and the gang?
Better deal.
It was about
we take, we don't bother. We are about a better deal. What's best for us?
because he promised people, right? He promised like more soldiers, I guess. Is that what that? I'm imagining when he had the conversation with Jada, she was like, "You promised 12," and he was like 10. So he was giving you guys, I guess, reinforcements. More.
Well, it's going to be fun to find out.
Oh man, I thought I had her.
You're good.
Ooh, all right.
Anytime I'm about to say something, I get a little shock from AMC.
There's an invisible shock collar.
It's the breach of.
Right. Yeah.
The breach of contract shock.
the NDA.
I mean, it'll be fun to see.
That's awesome.
Literally, someone like an executive from AMC has like one of those
Turn
Jeopardy
on.
buzzers or Jeopardy buzzers.
Did you need any special permission to do this, by the way?
No.
Okay.
No. We all know the deal.
Okay.
It's in our contracts that we signed in blood and stuff. So.
That's not the first time we've heard that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're not the first person to say that. So.
Yeah.
Some firstborn, blah blah. Yeah.
All right. Oscar says, "Can you tell us how long you'll be on The Walking Dead for?"
You're a funny one.
Well, he was trying to do what I did, but that's a lot more, blunt than I was going for. Sorry, Oscar, not gonna happen. Sonia says, have you tried... Oh, this goes back to your veganness. Have you tried the milk made from peas?
No, I'm a cashew and almond milk girl. I've tried
almond milk is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I like those too. The cashew milk in particular is fantastic.
And
it's Silk brand. I don't like any other ones.
I use Almond Breeze.
I love it. Try the silk.
Yeah.
It's creamier, it's thicker, the almond one.
Silk
and
is
the
amazing,
cashew
though.
too. Try
I
the
do.
cashew.
Do you do coconut or no? I love coconut milk.
I do too, but it doesn't taste good in my tea.
Yeah.
I'm a tea drinker.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't. I've tried it with tea too. It's not too good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sonia, hope that's good enough.
But I will try it.
Karen, right? Who we got here? Karen? Is that? Yep. All right, Karen. Karen says, "Do you plan on writing screenplays in the near future?"
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that question. When I was writing that down, I kept messing it up in my head, and I wrote it 10 times.
Hi, Karen. Yes.
Yes, you do plan on writing screenplays?
Yes.
Any kind of ideas on what you want to write?
I have 3 more I've already written, and then I'm working on a really big Steven Spielberg style in my head. That's unfortunately for me how it works for a bit. I'm no Aaron Sorkin, although I don't know how long it takes him. But something kind of works in my head for a couple of years.
Okay.
Depending on how fast the idea comes and spins around in there for a bit, and then I kind of wake up at 3 a.m. and go, "Fucking A! I got it!" And then spend 3 days in front of the computer without showering and just banging it out. So yeah.
Okay.
Great question. Thank you.
Yes. Awesome. That's good to know. I mean, hey, we all like to dive into what you guys are doing, so besides The Walking Dead, obviously, anyone who comes on the show, we try to, toss out there as much as going on in your life as possible so that we can all just kind of scavenge on it, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure it's tough because, that's what people want to know about and everything, but I mean, we only shoot from May to November.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time off.
Sure.
So, we all do other things.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, more fan questions. We have Katie again. Have you pranked anyone or been pranked on set yet?
Maybe.
Uh-oh. All right. So I'm going to assume that she might have pranked somebody who's a bit higher tier.
No. I keep it I keep it pretty pro style on that, but
okay.
I don't know if I'm allowed to actually even
divulge
this one. I
I
don't know who it was. So, I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right. So you've been pranked then?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you pranked anybody back?
No.
No?
Well, one, I didn't know who it was. So it was fun. It was very funny.
Okay.
And I don't think it was for me. I think it might have already been there. Like somebody did to somebody else. I just witnessed it. But
all right. Well, because we hear about the pranking that goes on the show all the time between Norman and Andrew. Like those two are constantly going at it. So that's always usually a really good common question we get, about the pranks and stuff. So
yeah.
Who was it that told us that they denied Andrew Lincoln using the bathroom? Was that Josh?
Oh, we can't talk about that.
We can't?
Remember?
Who was that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't talk about that.
We can't talk about that.
It wasn't Josh, but someone did
There was a prank apparently at a bathroom or a porta potty at one point in time that might have happened on set with some of the saviors, maybe, possibly, not sure. So...
oh, yeah.
Lucy says, Team Rick or Team Negan?
If you could not choose the scavengers, if you had to back either Rick or Negan.
Right.
If I wasn't a scavenger?
Yep.
If you had to choose either Rick or Negan.
Guys, it's a no-brainer. It's Team Rick.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, y'all.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, as a fan, absolutely I want to see that go on. And you like to see people get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, we're not evil. We just are better deal people about survival right now.
Right.
Right.
At
least that's what I think. I could be way wrong. I have been in thoughts and ideas because they don't tell us much, until we're actually there. So, that's the interesting thing. I see a lot, who was it? I saw Josh tweet once when someone was like, I wish you were fucking dead, blah, blah, blah,
Jesus.
Josh, and he was like, "Yay, thanks. I hope you lose your job too." I just thought that is so perfect.
That's
look,
awesome.
People, we work. This is our job. This is how we eat. We're just normal people outside of the show. And, so when I see that, sometimes I'm always tempted. Thanks. I hope you lose yours too. Your job too. So, you want to see people get their comeuppance, but apparently from what I'm reading, we'll get to see sort of Negan's backstory and why he is how he is.
Right.
So that'll be really, really interesting to see. I'd like to know how he got there.
My personal, obviously I'm just assuming because I don't know, but I always strongly believe that he covers up, there's a part of his wrist that's covered at all times with a cloth.
Probably tried to kill himself.
I don't know if it was either that or I feel like he's covering up a memory. I feel like there's a tattoo around here somewhere.
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't know if it'll come out in his backstory or not, but every time I see him, always has it covered up. And I'm like, what is he afraid to show? Could it be an attempt at suicide? Is it mangled? Or
Well, the comics said Lucille's named after his wife. Is that right?
Believe so. Is it named after his wife or is it just... I don't know if it's named after his wife. I can't remember what the hell the comic said because I just got done with the second compendium.
Hey fans, anybody out there know?
Yeah,
you guys could type that in. That would be great.
Yeah, if you guys know.
If you had kids or not, but that's a really good.
He's a cutter. Someone said. Okay. All right. So apparently.
That's what I was when I very first saw him on the scene.
Yeah.
Before I had the gig,
Okay. So yeah. All right.
That's what people do, but I do not know.
And Lucille was his wife, so yeah, that makes...
okay.
So yeah, that all comes together.
Yeah, I wonder.
Speaking about your character more too, since we're, in that kind of area, did you give her a backstory? Did you develop a backstory for her? Like in your own mind kind of thing?
No, I didn't need to. Scott did.
Really?
Yeah, so... because of that, I'm able to do what I do. Scott's, I think, he doesn't need me to say it, but just genius and so detailed and specific and intense about it and clear.
Do we get to learn about that?
No, well, not from me right now. No,
yeah.
And I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
We never know. It helped me a lot with what I had to do, and because again, without a lot of words, you have to really know who you are.
Right.
And thanks to Scott, I do.
So is part of who you are in your backstory, does that contribute to you having like this lieutenant status that you have?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, she's good. All right.
Man, AMC they're spying on us going.
Woo! Yeah.
This hurts a lot now. So, yeah. It'll be, going to be fun to find out together.
All right. So we have another would you choose from Caleb. Scavengers or Oceanside? If you had a choice, let's say you were in the hiring process, would you prefer the Scavengers or would you prefer Oceanside?
I prefer Scavengers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no men over there. I'd be dipping out every other week,
Oh, God.
Every other day. That's just twice a day, really. Whatever. But, yeah, no. Well, I do dig the sea. It's not my favorite place. And while I'm sure the heaps stink, there is a really cool culture.
Yeah.
And I'm an artist by nature, so I love the heaps for that.
Yeah.
I love the individuality while being hive-minded, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a common good as individuals.
CJ,
I think that's awesome.
CJ Rhodes, by the way, was watching.
And he did share a video on Facebook.
Yes,
so.
and so CJ said, I have to go. He said, I have to go back on set. Take it easy, everyone, and a bunch of emojis. So,
Later, Gator.
He was
spoilers. He is there for season 8.
Well, wait, we don't know what set he's on though.
No idea.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
damn, you guys are good. Does AMC have like
he just said
like
set.
an NDA training class?
Yeah.
You know, most shows. Look, I mean, when I did The Sopranos, I had to even give my script back, guys. Like, I wasn't even allowed to keep my script.
You were in one episode of Sopranos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, one of my first real gigs, which is fun and exciting. So, you know, they were just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad, but look, do you really want to know? I don't. Like this whole Game of Thrones thing, you know, I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to know.
You know?
I actually enjoy watching.
Are you into the GOT?
I am now. I haven't slept in 5 days.
Uh-oh.
Because we've been binging.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on season 6 right now. I just watched the first 2 of 6. So
very nice.
It's amazing.
Very nice.
Fucking great show. And they're doing a spin-off. I'm like, I will move to London and I can totally do it.
You know what? You should just, you know, they got 1 season left, right? Yeah. So just get in there for the closer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and the spin-off, supposedly. They're doing spin-offs.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Yes, I guess there's rumors saying they're
it.
doing the backstory to Game of Thrones, so it's going to be like what led up to it.
What's that?
Supposedly, the rumor is going around that they're doing a prequel to Game of Thrones. So they're going to be doing a series about what led up to the Game of Thrones.
There you go.
Ooh. I'll be Brianna Taw's sister. Just a little shorter.
Let me see here. Oh, Casey, we already kind of touched on this in the beginning. You were 16 when you started acting?
No, I was
17?
5. In my grandmother's basement.
Oh, well, yeah.
But no, not at all. I think I was maybe 20.
Oh,
21.
yeah? Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah, way late in the game.
Oh, well, that's not late in the game. I mean, you know.
Oh, it is.
You were busy hanging out in Rochester, New York, you know, like...
Busy bartending and having fun.
Yeah. You gotta live a little.
School.
All right. Gay Martinez wants to know... wants to know what is Thomas Francis Murphy like to work with on or off set?
Tom is brilliant. So, and we were very good friends. He lives here too. And so he's over for Sunday dinners and all that kind of stuff, nice. Along with the other folks who live here. He's just a super smart, intelligent, kind, lovely person.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say enough about him. He's amazing. And he kicks ass. I mean, the guy's brilliant. Check out his resume. My God.
Well, yeah. I mean, the people you get to work with, you know, like Andrew and you know, and Norman and stuff like that. Is that when you first started doing the show? Was there like a shock and awe kind of thing, or were you just kind of like, I got this, whatever. I don't care who's around me.
I'm not. Yeah, I think the second, not because I'm arrogant or any of those things. It's, I mean, I was standing there in disbelief. Don't
Right.
get me wrong. As I'm looking at everybody across from me, I mean, it's Rick and Michonne and Aaron, and, you know,
Yeah.
Greg Nicotero's directing, and
Right.
I just gotten off the phone with Scott Gimple, and all of it is just like swirling in such a grateful way, you know, like to stand in awe of that for a moment was breathtaking. Yeah.
Awesome.
So don't get me wrong. Now I'm a little more geeked out with Michonne kicking ass. You know.
Yeah. She's she's definitely she's definitely
proud of that one.
She's become this. I want a family and I want happiness and I will put my life on the line for it. Like that happy ending to her right now is it's so important, you know. So she's definitely turned it up a lot.
And with everything she has going on too now, with
Black Panther,
the
right?
Avengers, and I mean just killing it, killing it. I look up to her so much. I mean, really everybody.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I was certainly took moments of awe that I still can't believe it. You know, I still am like, wow, people want to talk to me because I'm on this. Like, am I on this show? I guess I am. This is weird. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I still can't believe it. Meaning not weird that everybody wants to talk to me. It's weird that I'm on the show. Like, I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a gift.
Comparing TV to the movies you've done, so you actually worked with Tom Cruise and Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
So, all right, so give us movie set, obviously, is probably, well, I know that The Walking Dead is a huge set, is depending on where you're at, but
Those are many movies.
Yeah, so as far as working in a movie compared to being on a TV set, is there dramatic differences?
No, I not for me. Maybe other people, but you still have to be in it, no matter where you are.
Right.
And no matter what the job.
How was it? How was it working with Tom?
Oh my God. They say he's an actor's actor, and I understand why now. Yeah. You know, he is. He's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
You know, he actually he and Andy are very similar.
Right.
In the work ethic.
Okay.
You know, like whenever you're doing a scene with Andy, he doesn't mail in on your coverage. Right. So when the camera's on you, Andy's not just, you know, he's in it with you.
Right.
And Tom is like that. He is right there. We work straight, like no breaks. We worked for a straight 8.5, 9 hours, I think. No lunch, no nothing. And none of us cared. It was so great.
Right.
You know, for all the scenes, which didn't make the movie, but that's okay. Thanks, Ed.
Wow. There's not even a hint of bitterness in there whatsoever.
Genius, you know, to work with. So, I mean, that was, no matter what a gift. I mean, Tom is amazing.
Yeah.
He really is.
I mean, well, the guy's been around since I can remember, you know, like, I mean, I'm 40, so, like, I remember growing up watching him, you know. So, like, right. You know, everything from, Jesus, Days of Thunder, you know, like, when, you know, like, way back.
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't really...
Right?
I think the first one I remember was Cocktail.
Oh my God, yeah, I remember Cocktail. See, I couldn't... The guy's done 1,000 movies, so, you know.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
He's just, and he's that talented, and he's that kind, and he's that professional, and he's that good. And yeah.
Cocktail, I think Cocktail came out and I was like everybody's fantasy. Like, I'm just going to become a bartender on an island somewhere, you know, and then open up my own place, like whatever. It's called Cocktails.
That's what I'm going to do.
I can do this.
I ended up doing that.
It only lasted about a year, but it was fun. Katie would like to know: is there any actor out there that you're really dying to work with?
There's too many.
Really?
God, let's see where to start.
Kate
Winslet.
Okay.
Kate Winslet, Jennifer Lawrence, Sylvester Stallone, Clint Eastwood, De Niro.
So those are some really really specific ones.
What?
Those are really specific. Like,
yeah, the majority of the Brits in particular, like God, you know, Judi Dench, Meryl Streep, who wouldn't want to, you know, live in that moment. Dustin Hoffman. Nowadays, I'm really impressed. I mean, God, there's just it's endless. I was just watching a film, going, oh my God. But I mean, literally, like the cast of Game of Thrones, and any given moment, I would work with any of them.
Right.
That's obviously, who wouldn't? That's saying.
You know, I'm wondering. I'm wondering what it. I'm wondering what it would take, like the interview process for that. The whole. So, how you feel about being naked, like all the time? You know, like.
Well, I mean, people like Lena Headey.
Yeah.
She has like I'm pretty sure she has like a no full nudity clause in her contract.
Right.
And so they're willing to, I believe it's her. And not to spoil it, but there's a scene where she's walking naked through a street, and from my understanding, that's a stunt double. It's not even her.
So what do they do? Put her face on it?
That's what I read in an article. I'm not sure how true it is, but I'm pretty sure that they'd be willing to work with you on something like that.
Well, I mean, look, from a female perspective, that would be my biggest critique of the show is this is a fantasy life, right? Fantasy worlds taken from medieval times, obviously.
Right.
So you could have done anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't have to have the, such intense abuse of women and children.
Well, yeah.
You can have gross, disgusting people that do those things,
Mm-hmm.
but that it's an overall environment. I don't, it's still amazing. But if I had to critique the show, that would be it. It's like, you could have done anything. This is a fantasy world, man. What the fuck? Like, we still got to do that, and only a few select women are allowed to, be who they are.
Right.
And even then, they're under the criticism.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
See, I mean, I just recently, I literally just, watched, the first couple episodes. And after watching the first couple episodes, I was kind of like, that's your brother, you're the sister, and you guys are a lot. And those are your 3 kids. What the hell am I watching?
Yeah. And how are they so normal looking?
Yeah, and you always heard that that's not good to do.
But again, you hit the nail on the head. It's fantasy.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be taken quite so literally. And, a lot of people had a lot of criticism over the Ramsay Bolton Sansa Stark thing. And a lot of people thought that was, which, I mean, I don't enjoy seeing rape. I really don't. But at the same time, it was actually really important for her character development in the show. Because at that point, that's when she stopped being a victim and she started to step into her own womanhood. Yeah. And that's my biggest argument I made. Granted, I don't like seeing it happen, but...
Yeah, but I don't... again, for me, we step into our being a woman, plenty of us, without having to be raped and brutalized.
True. Yeah.
I don't know that is a catalyst for making someone not a victim anymore.
Yeah.
It isn't. If anything, it's going to perpetuate that, says science. But, but again, what you're saying, it's a fantasy.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that's not how it works in real life at all. Yeah. It's one of those things you kind of have to take it as fantasy.
It's a fantasy world, so, it is what it is. But even my husband, he's like, not for nothing, but... And I know we're all PC in this time and all this sort of stuff, but there are some things. But, look, we have a, I guess, violent culture. I mean, look at my show, look at, both Claws even that I'm on. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it's freaking crazy.
I'm going to check into it because I literally, the first whole season wrapped up and now the second season's coming out next June.
Yeah. It's not for chicks. I think, a lot of guys will tell you they watch it because, it is intense.
Right.
It happens to be female-led, for sure.
Okay.
But they call it the Breaking Bad, but, female leads instead of male leads. But, Dean Norris is even in it, from Breaking Bad. And
right.
It is hysterical and intense. And so my point being, we're in a violent society.
Yeah.
So...
Agreed.
I can't bash a great. They're look. I'm watching it. GOT because it's how intense it is and how well it's done.
Right.
And it certainly always makes sense for the times that they're living in. For sure, there's never a gratuitous rape scene. There's never a gratuitous this. It's always for a reason.
Right. Yeah.
So I appreciate that about it. If anything.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do that, at least Yeah.
We got you. We copy that one.
And I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Right.
Just clear the air there so no one gets that misunderstood.
It's such a touchy subject, even when you're talking about a TV show.
Yeah, I don't want people to cut it out and say oh, Ryan supports rape.
No, absolutely not. Because if he did, I'd punch him in his throat right now.
I've got a younger sister. I don't support it.
Yeah. All right. Back to fan questions. We have Debs who says.
Hi, Debs.
Have you received much negativity because of your character on The Walking Dead?
No.
Okay.
And that's I was scared, especially after we, turned on Rick and stuff. I was like, oh God, I'm so afraid of what's gonna happen. And there were a few people, but they were always so sweet and they always said it the right way. Like, oh my God, I want you guys to die, but I love you. So I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for the way that they said it. No, this has been such a beautiful experience with fans. and I'm so blessed. Like, and additionally, I'm a fan, so being able to geek out with fellow fans, is also really nice. That feels good.
I don't know what you mean.
So no negativity at all. Best fan ever.
That's how the question was
Seriously.
written.
All right. We have a question from Linda.
And I'm not sure if I understand it. I wrote it as she wrote it, so.
She's French, and I know exactly who it is. And she's up at 2:30 in the morning. I think at this point. They're 6 hours ahead. So
okay. I remember seeing this tweet saying it'll be 2:30 in the morning. Okay, yep. Linda, thank you so much.
Seriously, thank you.
She's in England, so these guys y'all are diehard. Thank you.
We have a bunch of Brits that tune in, and it's 12:30 at night right now. I think 1:30 at night. So.
And real quick before we proceed, just to let you know, there's another Walking Dead cast member that is here right now.
Yeah,
Blaine.
Blaine's here watching.
Hello, Mr. Rincon.
Yes.
What's up?
Blaine, by the way, love the photo update.
I was just going to say that, but I love the updated picture with the cat.
Oh my God. So Blaine has a new profile picture. I don't know if you saw it, but he's got a new profile picture.
Yep.
Someone, I don't know what page it is. It's like, I think it's Cat for Pottus. Yeah, it's Cat for Pottus. They took a picture of a kitty cat and superimposed it on his lap. So it's his brand new picture that he posted for himself. Someone took it, superimposed the cat, and put it on his lap.
And someone put like, there, that's better. Or
yeah,
something.
they're like, there, that's better. So Blaine, I'm sure Blaine didn't mind, but it was just, the guys people are on it. They're on it.
It was hysterical.
All right, so Linda out in France, she wants to know. She's, according to what he wrote, this is Diane, right? Diane?
Yeah, Diane
Diane
from the Kingdom.
From the Kingdom. Is she your sister in the series? She asked about her dress in an episode.
That's funny. Carrie and I became aware of this conspiracy theory. Great question, Linda. Thank you. One which I can't answer anyway, but I appreciate it.
Oh, okay.
Carrie and I are aware of that. Carrie's a good friend as well, who plays Diane, and we couldn't. And I guess the fact that we watched the episodes together, and we're friends, and all that kind of stuff, and we happened to be in that same one in the dress, I could see why. I'm not going to deny why people would think that. But who knows, right? Who knows if we aren't? It'll be fun to find out.
All right. So hopefully that helps you out, Linda, a little bit. We're, by the way, besides what's going on right now on YouTube, tonight we decided to go Facebook Live on our Beast Mode page. And we got a few viewers watching on there. Now, Nicole Hurley says, tell Sabrina her BFF Nicole is watching.
Hello, darling.
So there you go, Nicole. Hope there's a shout out.
My BFF in Florida.
Oh, okay. Florida in the house. Nice. Let me see. Lucy. Lucy just asked a very intense question. So you're Jadis's right-hand woman. Is there some kind of romantic involvement between you two?
I have asked myself that, so it'll be fun to find out.
Okay. I mean, until she looks at you and says, "You bed with me," then we'll know.
Right.
Yeah. Right. You lay with me. You lay with me. Yeah.
Lay with me.
Lay with me. Right. Which
it'll be interesting to find that out too.
I'm not lying. I had to hit pause. Go back a few seconds and go.
That happened.
Did that just happen? Yeah. And then I watched. Yeah. You do a really good impersonation. Did you hear that?
Oh, can you do that again?
Do it again.
I lay with him after.
Yeah.
You mind?
Wow.
That's spot on.
Wow.
Well, I see it. I was there.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing it firsthand and seeing it through a TV screen are two different things.
Is this Nick and Shell?
She just kills everything. So. Pollyanna is amazing. You guys got to check her out in The Woman too, if you haven't.
What's this?
The Woman.
The Woman.
That's Pollyanna.
Amazing. You got to check Pollyanna out.
Pollyanna. Okay. All right. We'll have to put that on our watch list.
Absolutely.
Definitely got to do it.
We have a huge watch list.
I know, me too. I don't get to any of it.
Nick and Shell, they want to know, has your family accepted the vegan lifestyle well?
Well, my husband, yeah, easy. Yes, you know why? And I told him, and he's like, I'm fucking done, you know. And he same thing as me. My daughter raised that way. The rest of my family, yeah. I mean, they bust my balls a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? Until some of them now have gluten issues. And I'm like, oh, what's the matter? You can't have a piece of bread? I could have some bread with pasta on it. You want a bite? You know, kind of like they would do to me.
Right.
Except I don't, because whatever. Who cares? Why is this a big deal?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? But great question. And, yeah. My family's really cool with it, and it you know, gone out of their way at times to, you know, make food, which is sweet during gatherings.
All right. All right. We have another question. This one's from Katie. Says, has anyone fan-based? Has anyone? She says, has anyone touched your heart? Has anyone, like, I don't know, gone above and beyond as a fan for you or anything like that, I guess?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Katie's one of them. You know, she does amazing art, amazing artist and her stuff. Yeah, my first, the first convention I did as well, like the people that I met there still, I just adore. You know, hi Farmer Chicken, and, you know, and
Farmer
Sonia,
Chicken.
and just some, like, really amazing people. Like, and then, God, I mean, there's this, how to explain the artists and the things they can create and that they do create are just mind-blowing to me. You know, a lot of them are fun and a lot of them are, like, beautiful and serious, you know. This Johnny Fives Alive does really fun, cool ones, and James Jordan, I think, does really funny, cool ones. Lib, it's Lib and then a underscore or something, makes just this brilliant fan art and regular art as well. Like, Walker Wynn is another one. I don't know if you guys have seen her stuff, but, you know, in terms of the art that's going on, Oscar is obviously amazing. Caleb does amazing things. Kurt, Batman, I think. Batman K. I mean, his work is, like, incredible. The black and white guys. Creepy and Cute. I don't know if you've seen those. Like, it's just mind-blowingly amazing to me. If I had half that talent, you know.
The creativity, is just, it's off the hook.
Yeah. So that touches me a lot. Like, you know, to see the serious and the funny, because I get that they love, you know, people understand the both sides, but yeah, every single person that I'm in touch with, and I really do my best, you know, to get back to everybody. I try really, really hard to do that. And it's getting harder, I admit, you know, because I'm super busy, and I don't know how, everybody's busy, but I don't know how Norman and those guys do it. You know, I've only got total maybe 6,000 between Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and my personal and all that, you know. And I try really hard.
Well, hey, if you ain't following her yet, you better get to it. I mean, come on. It's at Girls Gotta Eat on Twitter. And is it you're on Instagram? Is it the same thing, or is it? Yeah.
No, it's Sabrina Gennarino.
Okay.
It's Sabrina Gennarino.
All right.
And my Facebook, I suck on it, so seriously, y'all don't bother.
I suck on it.
I do. It's hard. I can't do all three, and, you know, I'm just... So reach me there too, for sure, on Twitter, Instagram. That's way easier.
I gotta tell you, when this all came to fruition, when I sent that first message to you, I was like, I wonder how full her DM box probably is, and this is just gonna get blown right by. And the time it took you to respond to me, I was in shock. I was like, hello? I check if I'm not on set, if I'm not working or working with my daughter or doing something, because if I don't, then I will never see it. And Twitter, especially, like, with notifications, just so everybody knows, know,
And same with Instagram to an extent. They only list X amount.
Right.
So if I have like 1,000 in one day, it's not.
Right.
I can't see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not getting back to anybody. I literally just didn't see it. It's not there anymore.
Yep.
And that's what I like about Instagram is when I have time, I can go and look at, whatever the pictures are that I posted that people commented on and get back. Not always with the, when they do an ad, like if they post a picture and do ads for Gennarino, chances are I won't see that because it just.
We try to use the hashtags and the ats and all that stuff because, the hashtags become a trend and then you can just go to hashtag it and you'll see, all that stuff.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really helpful because it's very important to me. I'm equally grateful.
I noticed that. I was like, she's everywhere. Like, after we talked and everything, I was like, she's literally liking, retweeting, just like, she must be like working and just like this on her phone at the same time, like just hammering stuff out. So
yeah, like especially when because I do still audition. Sometimes I have offers and I have to read things and to see if that's going to work or if I like it or time wise, all that kind of stuff. So I need breaks from that too.
Sure.
So I go in spurts.
Yeah.
Twitter and Instagram. On Twitter, I get back to everybody for 10, 15 minutes, and then later on, I'll try to get back to everybody on Instagram, and then I have to at some point go to bed.
Well, let me tell you something. Your effort and what you put into giving back it's above above par. Like you.
Thank you.
Above and beyond.
Yeah, I mean, even like real quick today when we were going back and forth, I was like, how is she doing this right now? Like I've never had someone. Yeah, I've never had someone be like so like, and I'm like, this is awesome. Yeah. I had to turn off my notifications because I didn't know how to do that, and everybody was busting on me. I think Linda maybe was one of them, and Susie Graham and Sonia. Yeah.
A lot of the Undead Walkie guys were like, "What? You got your fucking notification on?" Because I was just like, "Hey guys, it's like 1 a.m.
Oh, it's nonstop.
If my daughter's at a sleepover, I leave my phone on because you just don't know, right?
Yeah.
So it was like bling, 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 bling. I'm like, whew, what's going on? I'm like, hey y'all, it's like 1 a.m. and maybe just this once leave me off this thread.
Yeah.
Well, my phone's blown up because I didn't know how to even do that.
Yeah, that's why after I tweeted the event, I sent you a message that said, I'm so sorry about all the notifications you're going to get right now.
No, I get it. I can handle it now.
Yeah.
And then there's other times where I'm just like all kinds of, I'm spending the day on Twitter. Let's have fun,
Yes.
And that's fun too. I like doing that. I like those days. There aren't a lot of them lately, but those are fun too.
Well, believe me, everybody appreciates it. That's for sure. Couple more questions we got for you lined up. Angel says, are you planning on going to San Diego Comic-Con?
She really wants to see you in person.
She really wants
or she.
Yeah. Angel,
I don't know.
Well, Angel could be unisex, so, not really sure.
Oh, guys, I've said it before. If it were up to me, I'd be at all of them. But it's not. It's up to fans, and it's up to the con, whatever it is. Yep. So it's like up to Walker Stalker, it's up to San Diego, it's up to all those sorts of people, and so that's all I can. I mean, I would be at all of them. I had so much fun. I really love the interaction. I love meeting people in person, and being able to shake a hand and say thank you, for watching the show and for your, for the love. It's just amazing.
Sorry about that.
So yeah, it is. It's all up to fans and the cons that do them. And somewhat my agent. I think I have a booking agent for that. He works pretty hard at doing what he can, I think, but it's not up to me.
That was actually my agent who just called. I had to turn it off. I was like, sorry, guy, I'm busy. No, I'm just kidding.
Your agent?
Yeah, I have an agent.
For what?
Come on, I'm going to be in a couple of books and stuff. You know that, man. I got agents now. I'm just kidding. I don't have an agent, Ryan. Like, are you serious? You believe that?
No, I don't. That's why I'm starting dumbfoundedly.
All right. Next question is from, I'm reading this right, Swan Graham. You wrote it?
Susan Graham?
Susan? That's Susan.
Yeah.
Susie,
That's a SW right there.
There is a little tiny gap between the U and the S. That's
Dude.
Susan.
So Susan, sorry for calling you Swan, but my friend over here doesn't know how to write correctly.
Let's give a shout out to your girlfriend who's
It's
watching.
pretty awesome.
What up, Vanessa? Oh, see my significant other tuned in.
Hi, Vanessa. I'm guessing you said Vanessa. So I'm
Yeah,
assuming
Vanessa,
your
yeah.
name is Vanessa.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's my Nesser.
Before we ask the question from Susan,
Yeah.
let's go with the hashtags that Gay is putting out right now and Lucy's putting out.
Oh, you know,
Hashtag turn off phone when doing live podcasts.
That
Hashtag
wasn't
don't
my-
be a dick, Chris.
that wasn't my phone. That wasn't my phone. So, just saying, my phone is right here. Hasn't gone off. That wasn't my phone. Anyway, Susan says, "Do people recognize you in public?" Great response.
I'm sorry, that was amazing.
It's only so far, believe it or not, or believe it. I mean, I don't know. It's only happened once, but I'm really lucky. I think all I have to do is like put my hair down and put on lipstick, and I'm good.
You're good.
You know, Pollyanna, not so much. That hair is that hair,
Oh,
and she
yeah.
looks the way she looks.
Uh-oh.
Or what across the board. So Thomas, you know, he does have those crazy awesome eyebrows.
Yeah.
And obviously everybody else on the show is who they are at this point.
Right.
But me, I'm way lucky. Like, you know, hairs. I even get on set one time. Set base camp PA, who's awesome. I love him. Like, you know, he's great. My hair's down because I was finished or just coming in. I think I was anyway. He comes running up. Excuse me. What do you think you're? Oh my God! I am so sorry. You know, he's basically about to kick me off base camp.
Yeah.
Not recognize it because my hair was down. You know. He's like, "Holy shit, Sabrina! I'm so fucking sorry." I'm like, "No, I'm happy to be here. You're on it, man. That's good. You know, I feel safe now. Knowing you're on it for passerbys and trespassers and whatnot. That's good."
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, again, way lucky on that front. Yeah.
All right. So you don't get mobbed walking down the sidewalk then?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, I think if I was wearing my hair that way and had some contour dirt on,
Contour dirt.
you know, pretty dirt.
So makeup's got to be fun, right? You just come in,
hold
they
on.
smear some dirt on your face.
You just destroyed the illusion for me. They don't just walk up to you guys, take a pile of dirt, and just throw it in your face? I'm only kidding.
You know, like, not for nothing, but I always kind of thought that they use like real dirt. I don't know.
Well, sometimes, trust me, like we're all just like, well, we're all way too clean. We do not have time because we are going in 4 seconds. Reach down in dirt, grab it, and at least get your hands or something. But no, if you think about it, it actually can't be that because you have to stay with continuity.
Right.
So your dirts have to be in the same places.
And that's
you know,
especially with the heat down there, sweating, the dirt would just turn into mud, and then it's just everywhere, and that'd be great.
Yeah.
So.
You have to keep the dirt in the same places.
Guys, we can't have dirt changing. All right.
No dirt.
We need.
What is that? Is that a new dirt spot? No.
We need continuity with the dirt spots.
Quit wrestling around. Get out of the mud.
You mentioned earlier, way before, about kind of like training. I don't know if it was training or you were talking about like, you know, how Jadis kind of looks at you and she gives you the nod not to kick, you know, Gabriel's ass. Is there any kind of, have you taken or have you gone through any kind of like training for like with this show or separately? Were you ever like, did you do any kind of like defensive stuff? Self-defense stuff?
Yeah. I mean, growing up, I was like, did karate as a kid, you know, I think I got only the brown belt, like as a junior or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But very athletic in general growing up. My husband was a trainer, like one of the top trainers in LA. So we used to do a lot of boxing and all that kind of stuff. Now, I mean, God, no.
Don't have time for that at all.
Yeah, no, there's no time for that.
I'm much too busy.
I need to just eat less is really what it comes down to.
Right.
So yeah, in that sense, yeah. But as far as the show, no, we're not the we're not the kingdom where they have to do some serious like weapons training
right.
and you know the saviors just point a gun really for those guys.
Yeah.
The kingdom really has to work very hard, though, I think. But I did do this really, really cool Fight Like a Girl. It's called Flag.
Mm-hmm.
And it was weapons training, tactical. And I just did that like 2 months ago.
That's
and
awesome.
that was fucking awesome. It was absolutely amazing. I
guys-
shot everything.
Really? Oh, so they included weapons. Good.
I mean, it was fantastic. I highly recommend that to everybody. I'm not sure how you get into that.
Mhm.
You know, maybe check out their Instagram or Twitter or something. But really, 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 really good program.
All right.
They kicked my ass.
Guys, look for that if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Look at programs. It's called Flag. You can also check with your local gun and ammo store. A lot of them have safety courses you can take that include fire range time and stuff like that. So if that's something you want to get into, instead of being scared of it, learn about it, educate yourself about it, and then there's less fear involved. So knowledge is power.
Yeah, it is. That's not advocating, guns.
No, not at all. Not. I mean, anything. It could be anything.
And all those guys, what I loved is they were, they're so pro, like most normal people, they're so pro, gun laws and background checks,
Yeah.
normal things that you even have to do for a car, for example.
Oh, beat boots.
Training, all of it. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, it's this weird question coming up.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to. He's writing it, and when I
My handwriting's not the greatest.
I'm like, you're both like, I don't know if we should. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's try it.
yeah, he's got like the handwriting of probably a really strong third grader.
Okay.
Thank God I have really good technical aptitude.
Thank God, because
Yes.
we would be screwed without
Or
his technical
technological, I should say.
aptitude.
We all have our strengths.
That's right. She admitted she's not technically sound either.
No.
See,
Technologically sound.
we're there's people like us out there. Okay, we do the meat and potatoes. We'll let you guys do the string beans.
So what you're saying is you have a big mouth and I have a big brain.
No. What I'm saying is if I took,
Not you, Sabrina.
what I'm
just
saying
him.
is,
Just him.
yes, that was a shot at you too,
No, it
Sabrina. You
wasn't.
see that?
No, it wasn't.
You should kick his ass.
I
You felt it.
have respect for you, not him.
See, but look at that face. She's pissed.
Is that a scavenger face?
You know what's gonna happen after the show's over?
He's gonna hit me.
He's
Like
gonna-
you.
I'm gonna beat the crap out of him.
He always hits me. All the time.
You make it sound like I abuse you like a dog. He always hits me. Unbelievable.
You do.
Now, there's therapy classes I may suggest for you guys. Maybe funny pop movies. And
The
you
sad
can-
part is, he's my self-defense instructor.
Yes.
You sound married.
She's saying we should go to counseling for our relationship problems.
Who's gonna be our therapist? Vanessa?
Yeah, Vanessa. Should Vanessa, let me slide this to you real quick. 10 years being a vegan, Sabrina's been holding that down. So I know she's been throwing around the idea again. Wants
Who
me.
has? Who's this?
Vanessa, my significant
Oh,
other. Yeah, she. I told you earlier that she was a vegan when I met her.
Yeah.
And now she's been throwing that back around, the whole vegan thing again. I'm down for it. I just, every now and then, I just, I need to bite into some meat. It's just how I'm programmed, I guess.
Well, we used to, we do a lot of animal rescue. We did.
Yeah.
A lot of it. And the majority of them are vegans. And we would all go after, a weekend at Petco trying to get dogs adopted and all this kind of stuff. We'd all go out after and they'd, okay, we're going for Portobello's. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to go for the, rare cheeseburger with bacon and mushrooms and cheese and more bacon.
Right.
With some bacon on it. And I literally, my friends of old, no one was more shocked than them because I was always like, and I love animals, always have my whole life. I've had dogs, everything my whole life. Brought home everything from birds and frogs that, So it is a little weird, and then I rescue animals as much stuff. But, they'll tell you, I used to say, if we're not supposed to eat animals, how come we're made of meat? Okay? That was me. I admit that. And just becoming more conscious and For me,
Yeah.
this is not a judgment to anybody else.
Right.
To each his own, y'all.
Yeah.
For real.
Right.
For me, it just became, why am I saving dogs and not pigs when pigs are actually smarter than dogs?
Mm.
They have an intelligence of a 5-year-old.
Right.
No,
they're very.
Exactly what's going on.
They are very smart. Yeah.
Yeah. So certain animals. It's just like, what difference does it make if it's a dog or a cow or a chicken?
Yeah.
For me?
No, I know. I can honestly say, from my own personal standpoint, I have kind of like pushed aside pork besides bacon. I don't eat any pork anymore besides bacon. So I mean, I do eat pork still, but I won't do like that stuff. Like I won't do pork loin or anything like that anymore. Pork chops. I never liked pork chops to begin with. I
did. Oh god, those were great.
Really? See, it says bone with a little piece of meat on it. I get
a
annoyed.
Pork chop fan.
No, we did. My dad used to make like this amazing pork tenderloin. It was just like fantastic. And, my parents were amazing cooks also, but we just, I never ate, no matter what. Once I learned what veal was, I never ate that.
Don't eat that either.
Once I learned foie gras, like I used to love that. And then when I learned, I was like, oh fuck no, man, that's just abuse.
That's duck, right?
Yeah. Liver.
Duck,
they do. Anyway. So I can honestly say I don't miss a single thing.
Yeah.
I'm so satisfied. Like, tell Vanessa there's some great books with Thug Kitchen. Shout out to them guys. They are fantastic.
Thug Kitchen.
Yeah. They're fucking awesome. And literally they speak and write the way I speak.
Right.
Like, throw that shit in a bowl and go make some fucking sauce and then like, I am so loving these people.
Yeah.
Thank you for speaking my language. So yeah, there's so much out there. We have amazing meats now, Gardein. We have amazing cheeses.
Mm-hmm.
I do miss a really good cheddar. Haven't been able to find that yet.
Yeah.
And but now they're coming out with even bries because I'm Italian. Cheese,
right. Yeah. Cheese. Yeah.
So, but the only thing, like I said, we can't replicate is a hunk of prime rib right now.
Yeah.
We have pork. We've got bacon. We have beef tips and fish sticks and crab cakes and all that.
I saw science in some lab. Scientists are trying to create science meat. I guess it's not meat. It's made out of plant protein or something like that. Or
it's actually made out of stem cells of animals.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, so it's real meat. It's just you didn't have to kill anything to have it. And really, something has to happen because we can't sustain globally. We cannot sustain this and feed people and all that stuff. Eventually, we will run out of that too. So it's a good thing. Off vegan. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
So yeah, no judgment, y'all. I mean that.
But we got a few questions lined up. Is this Suzanne again? Is this Swan?
Susan.
This is Susan again. When did you know you were going to be Boots? Is it what show is this or what?
I didn't find out I was Boots until after the episodes premiered. I was like, oh, that's why we were so hell bent on the boots. So all I was told was these boots have been established. Can you figure out how to wear them? And I'm like, well, I get why. Well, they've just been, established. I'm like, okay, wow, they're really individual. They are truly works of art. So sure, let's figure it out. If we can't, we can't. Well, after I realized how important the boots were and why they were so important, I just was like, well, I'm going to have to suck it up with the boots for as long as I can. And then it's going to be like, oh, God. So I didn't know that I was Boots until
you were Boots.
Until after it premiered.
Till after Boots.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Good to know.
Katie wants to know, what was it like working with Gail Hurd?
I have not worked with Gail yet. I haven't had the pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can't,
because she comes and goes, right? Depending on the episode, I guess, and stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's
maybe
true. Yeah.
I didn't get to work with her.
All right.
Yeah, but I hope to someday. No matter what it is. I mean, she's an idol of mine. So, female powerhouse. I like it. She's literally a superhero of mine. So.
Well, then, yeah, that's definitely going to go on the bucket list then.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Gail, let's get to it. People, remember, if you do want to see Sabrina at a con or a Walker Stalker or something like that, you all know what to do. And, if it's you guys have to physically go out there, go to the con, at her name at the page, and let them know that there is a demand for her to be at these shows. And once it starts catching fire and once it starts picking up, they have no other choice but to pay attention to it, saying these people, there's a demand for for these people to be here. And
I really feel like they try.
They do.
You've got to. There's a lot of us now, y'all. If you think about those on and those gone, that people still really want to meet and see.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so new,
right?
That I get it. I'm certainly not slamming any of it, but
But yeah, I mean, we know what to do. We got a question from Blaine. He says, Sabrina, what is one of the biggest obstacles you face as an actor and your acting career? Talking to us, Blaine.
Yeah, this shit. Wow, that's a really good question, man. God, Blaine, bastard. What about you? You answer that question, Blaine.
I think you did on our podcast. It's okay.
Okay. I think, in all dead honesty, confidence is a real big issue. Because it's, not so much anymore, hasn't been for a bit, but I still have the rides of it. Where, God, is this what I can't believe I'm doing this, when you have the down days or you don't book a bunch of jobs in a row. And so stamina for sure, and confidence is, I think, are the difficult ones. Yeah. Is that what he meant? Is that what you meant, Blaine?
I'm pretty sure he just wanted to know from your own personal perspective, like what's been, most challenging for you as an actress, I guess, situational maybe, or just in general.
Well, okay, so that, but also roles.
Yeah.
It's so much better now for sure, but it's just like, yay, another doctor, woohoo, lawyer, awesome, I'm a cop again, I get to audition for a cop again, yay, prostitute number 12 for the 17th time this year. Nothing else? Yeah, really? Right. That's all we do, us women?
Yeah.
We're moms, cops, lawyers, and prostitutes.
The occasional serial killer. Come on. You guys get good killer roles. Your psycho killer roles.
Yeah, let's compare that to the number of men. And that was it's so funny. I tweeted long before this came up. I love J.J. Abrams. All right. He has done so much for women. But before this actually came up, Rogue One, I was like, dude, come on, man. Mm-hmm. There's 6 women to 92 guys.
Right.
Like, really? Yeah. Like, we can't do a little better? And you're J.J. Abrams. You promote women. You put women in starring roles. Can't we do a little bit something about that? Right. And that's the majority of it. So that's been tough too.
Yeah, there's
that's why The Walking Dead.
Yeah, there's definitely been. Well, yeah, exactly. The Walking Dead has a huge. We talked about this so many times in the previous, where we're big advocaators of lady power, woman power. Get out there and get it. Like, it's not going to come to you. If you want it, go get it, and make these people realize that a woman can be in just a power role and demand just as much as any guy out there can. And we've when you look at the cast, you have this lineup of women that have just become powerhouses, and what they've been able to make that. Yeah.
And in The Walking Dead alone, they're so kick-ass on diversity.
Exactly.
It's just fantastic. I'm so grateful to be a part of that. Yeah. To be a part of history in that sense too.
And you are. You're gonna be. We all know We all know you're going to be there in season 8. We just don't know for how long or what's going to take place because people who've read ahead, have you dove into the comics? I mean, that's a question we could get into. I mean,
no. I mean, again, that's one of those. It may as well be on my Netflix queue. You know, it's like yes, I know, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I know. I no.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's my brother.
Right.
My brother's a huge fan.
Yeah.
My brother. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So before the audition, did you keep up with the show? Like before you went and knew not? Yeah. So you just dove in, huh?
Yeah, I watched like an episode that everybody knows this, I think, who have heard me before. But basically, I just had my daughter when the show came out, and I was so excited about it. I love that genre. I love all of that stuff. So I bated breath, and Red kills the little girl, and my daughter's like not even a year, and I was like, so I was very emotional. I mean, the hormones still crazy. I'm still nursing.
Yeah.
I was like, mother, oh my God. It was a mess for days. And then my friends kept telling me, no, it's not about that. It's not about that. I'm like, I believe you. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
I need my daughter too. I need to know she can at least fend for herself probably before I can watch the show.
Awesome.
We do. I believe we do have another scavenger in the house.
We have another scavenger in the house.
Marcus is here.
Definitely hooked after that.
Marcus Pullen?
Yeah, man.
Is he a scavenger?
I think so.
Marcus?
I feel bad. I'm pretty sure he is.
I think I don't know. That's what I'm trying to get from it. I don't know. I just saw we just saw a new face pop in. So it says Marcus Pullen. I think I'd say his last name right.
Hold on, let me see. Damn it, I'm not. I suck on Facebook. Marcus, if you're on Facebook, I'm gonna kill you because. Spell his last name again. I know his name.
P-U-L-L-I-N.
He messages. I've seen him reply to me.
There are so
Facebook,
many people for me to keep track
for.
of. I forget which team everybody's on.
Ann Pullard.
Pullin. It says amateur
He
art.
said yup, so I think I'm right.
Oh, okay.
TV Caleb's a scavenger, so I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, scavenger. Okay, Marcus is a scavenger. All right. I see his face now. Yeah, I know exactly who he is.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
And I love him. We have the best. We have the best group of scavengers. Our people are so fantastic. Oh my God, I love our whole crew there.
Just
some awesome people that I get to work with.
Caleb, thanks. Caleb just told us that we suck at The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Oh, we have a visitor.
Uh-oh. You have a visitor?
Yeah, let's see if we can. Oh.
Oh, it must be an insect.
Big.
We have another person. Renee says hello.
Hi, Renee. Hello, darling.
She's on Facebook with us. And now we have a personal battle royal going on between Ryan and Caleb.
It's not a battle royale if I concede.
What? Like that? You're part of beast mode and you concede just like that.
I concede to the fact that he has 35,000 things in merchandise. Or in merch, I guess that means merchandise.
Oh, whatever.
Quite talented, that one.
Yeah. Yes, he is slightly talented for sure. Linda wants to know, is there a chance that you could make it out to London for the Walker Stalker 2018? Oh,
how great would that be?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody bake James some cookies. Y'all do what you got to do, man. That would be fantastic. I'd love it.
We definitely got to pull. We're going to start pulling your Twitter handle and shoving it in everybody's face.
But what's good is no matter what, Pollyanna will be there. So scavengers will be wrapped.
True.
And she's amazing. I mean, if y'all haven't met her yet, do that.
I mean, I would love to meet her.
Yeah, she is, at a con. If you get the chance to meet her, she's amazing. I love her.
We're trying to line up something right now with somebody. We're trying to get to New Jersey to see if we can get to New Jersey in December. We're trying to line that up. and actually be at a table, and orchestrate a podcast from, New Jersey at the convention.
Yeah, I'd love to be at that one too. I'm from that area, obviously. I worked in Hoboken forever. Right. So,
well, come on down. Well, come on up. Yeah, you're in Nolan. You're in Nolans. So Nolans. So come on up, and we'll meet. We'll meet in December.
And
so fun.
Oscar said he loves you.
Yeah, Oscar says he loves you.
I love you, Oscar.
Everybody, look. If you love her so much, people, and you want her to come to the UK, and you want her to go to London, and you want her to go to wherever you want her to go, do your damn job and get her there.
I feel like they do. They have. It's like I said, it's a matter of space and all of it. A whole bunch goes into it. But I feel like they've all done such a kick-ass job too, and I'm grateful for that. I hope to meet all of you. I swear, I can't wait for that day.
Well, it'll happen. The people have power, and we will get you there. It'll eventually happen. We can.
We will make it happen.
Yeah.
And we being the Walking Dead universe.
Exactly. The Walking Dead family. From what?
Love's family.
Yeah, I mean, we got sucked right in, and couldn't be happier for all the people we've met. And for all the people we get to work with, like you, like. When we first started out, well, almost 2 years ago now, we were just an audio cast. We'd sit down and just talk into a microphone, And then it was this past year where it was like, let's go live. Let's see if we can actually get people to sit down with us, do live Q&A, interact with the people that love them, worship them, whatever, and and put them together.
I mean, look at the point you're at now. You went from a laptop, like you said, and a microphone to a tablet with Facebook Live and a Mac with, with YouTube Live and Skype and, it's cool to see the evolution of it all.
Absolutely.
It is. It really is. And for us too.
Yeah.
I won't speak for anyone else, but I love being able to, be in it, like I'm in it.
Yeah, you are definitely in it at this show. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna do a little of our, tooting our own horn here. But, we're the only podcast that really does this, like...
The one that I've seen, yeah. The only one that does live.
Like, I mean, you could go big time where, you're on, the... Comic-Con, the one that's on Facebook all the time. They do the walking...
Chris Hardwick does one, right? Nerdcast?
He does, yeah, he does one. But, I mean, that's, huge production. This is in my TV room. This is my dining room, my living room. You know what I mean? So it's you were on The Walking Dead, Talking Dead.
Yeah, I wasn't. Well, yes and no. We did a whole for. They always do. We have to do EPKs, electronic press kit things.
Yeah.
They interview us and talk about that episode, and I got lucky enough, to be a part of them showing my interview from behind the scenes.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get to meet Chris himself, or?
No, that would be so fun. Although I bust on him a little bit. I don't know him, but I busted on him once on Twitter or whatever, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll do the show, but only if your mom's there." Because Hardwick's mom is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, she is awesome. I follow her on Twitter. We follow each other, and she is a super awesome woman.
Yeah, and I mean, he's a great. I mean, for everything I know about him and hear about him, he's a great guy.
Yeah. I look forward to that.
Looking at what he's built with that show, it's amazing.
Yeah. So, have you watched Talking yet?
I caught a couple episodes. I don't want to watch it regularly, but I caught a few.
It's really good too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on it. He's so fast and fun and wonderful.
Do we have anything lined up?
For questions?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Not that I've seen. Unless I missed any. We'll give people a couple minutes just
to... we have gone live for the longest ever with this podcast.
We're 10 minutes short of 2 hours.
We're 10 minutes short of 2 hours. The 2 hour limit is exactly what Sabrina gave us for her time block. So thank you to all of you for absorbing every minute of her time possible.
Yep.
I hope
make it worth it.
You've enjoyed it.
Always. Thank you. You guys, so fun. Thanks, everybody. You guys are amazing.
Happy you enjoyed it. Happy it was a good time. Everyone out there, Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying up until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe. Out in France, out in the UK, anywhere you could possibly be right now. Much appreciated. Thank you for spending time here with all of us and getting to learn a little bit about Sabrina and into the world that she has with The Walking Dead and everything she does as far as writing, producing, and everything else.
Caleb did say he still needs your autograph, apparently.
Yes, I know. As soon as I get back to another, I suck. That's all. I just suck.
She's gonna DM it to you.
I mean, I'm not gonna ask directly, but I will say that I am trying to collect people's autographs.
Yeah.
People that are related to the Walking Dead universe.
Well,
so I mean,
we got. As soon as we sign off, we're gonna do a little sidebar.
I know.
So we do a little sidebar. Yeah. We do a little sidebar.
I have to get like shots, and the next time I'm at a con, I will grab some because I have to do that. I still have fan mail that I suck, guys. I haven't gotten back to. I still have thank you cards. People were amazing and donated to this wonderful guy who is fighting and on the mend, but hitting some serious hard times, some major cancer issues. And now his personal life is unfortunately falling apart because of it as well. His financial life was gone, and we did a fundraiser, and I owe thank you cards for that. And I'm sorry, I'm getting there, but I also, if you don't mind, would like to wish my brother Michael, if he's listening, a happy birthday.
Okay.
And I will do a separate thing on this, but Alexia Adams, who is turning 17, she turned 17 on the 28th. Happy birthday to her as well. That's awesome, 17. I feel bad for her parents, just saying. Kidding, I'm sure you're amazing. And also something I have to do as far as special shout outs, guys. I'm sorry once again. I fucking suck, but I'm trying to get better. Where are they? And I'm sure they're not even on because it is so late where they are.
Well, the best thing about this is that you're going to have the link to the show. You can say, here's the link to the show. Go all the way to like an hour and 48 in. And then there you go.
Well, it's the Brazilians are awesome.
Okay.
All the Brazilian fans have been fucking amazing, right? They really, really are. So, hello, Urana, and hello, Miriana. I hope I said those right.
Very nice.
Two of those special peeps in particular. So I was like, yes, you know what? I will kill all the birds. And yeah.
Good job. You nailed it. So.
What's it when what's that? Like, oh my God, multitask.
Oh, yeah. That's okay.
Yeah. My multitasking brain couldn't even come up with the word multitask.
Someone can't multitask.
We're at this point, we're all a little cooked in today. It's okay. Everybody, thank you for hanging out. Sabrina, just do me this favor. As soon as we cut the live stream, just hang out with us for like 2 more minutes.
Of course.
So everyone say your goodbyes. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will be back next week. Keep your eyes on our page. In the next couple days, we will be releasing some information for you guys about next week. All right?
Some big information.
Peace out, everybody.
Later, guys.
Beast Mode NY. Thank you.
Later, y'all.
How do you kill this?
That's a good question.
Oh.
There you go.
There you go. All right.
Hold on.
No, stop.